If you're a gamer on a budget, there are a lot of difficult choices you have to make. Should you buy the better CPU or save the money for a nicer case? Should you spend a little extra on a higher end GPU or save up to get yourself a better monitor? A lot of the times, us gamers splurge on the best possible PC specs and at the end of the day are left with very little for the rest of our setups. Let's say you have a $1,000 budget for your entire gaming setup. You decide that you don't want to skimp out on the build and you want a PC to last you a couple of years before you need to make an upgrade. So you come up with the following parts list, leaving you just $85 for the rest of your setup. Maybe you can make do with an old mouse and keyboard lying around the house, but you need yourself a gaming monitor. Well, that's where this comes in. The Acer SB240Y. It's a 24-inch IPS FreeSync compatible monitor with a 75 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, and pretty good color accuracy out of the box. Now at this price point, you're bound to give up some features. That means no VESA compatibility, a pretty bad stand, no internal speakers, and no HDMI cable included in the box. For some reason, they give you a VGA cable. Maybe they had some leftover in inventory. I really don't know. Either way, you definitely give up some features that a monitor for $50 more probably has. But none of that really makes this thing a bad deal. For 80 bucks, a 75 Hz IPS display is really all you need for the majority of games. If you're not trying to become the next great competitive gamer, you should be okay. But of course, in some games, the difference between 75 and 144 Hz could lead to that split-second loss because you just didn't have that extra frame. The same can be said for your identity online. Without constant monitoring, identity theft is a real possibility, but that's where this video's sponsor comes in. This video is sponsored by Aura, your one-stop solution for peace of mind online. Aura's advanced technology constantly monitors your personal information and alerts you of any potential threats. Their simple-to-use interface allows you to manage the accounts and data you want to keep secure, while also allowing you to keep track of compromised passwords and institutions selling your data. Aura not only provides identity monitoring with $1 million of insurance to cover eligible losses and fees due to identity theft, but they also provide you with tools like an antivirus software, a password manager, and a VPN to support your life online. You can take advantage of these tools on all of your devices, and their simple-to-use app ensures you never miss an alert. With Aura, you'll never have to worry about identity theft again. Plus, their 24/7 support team is always there to assist you. Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your identity and secure your future with Aura. Sign up now for a 14-day free trial and join the millions of people who trust Aura to keep their information safe. Get started at aura.com/techroundup. So if you're looking to take your gaming to the next level, a 144 Hz gaming monitor is definitely worth considering. The increased refresh rate provides a more immersive gaming experience, allowing you to see in-game actions more clearly and react faster. Additionally, the reduced screen tearing and input lag make it a better option for competitive gaming. And there's some really good low-cost options out there, like the AOC G2490VX that I reviewed not too long ago, and you can find linked in the description below. For $150, you get a 24-inch 1080p display with a 144 Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, and FreeSync Premium. It's a VA panel which limits some viewing angles, but at the same time it has VESA compatibility, built-in speakers, and power brick, as well as more port selection than its half-price cousin from Acer. But back to our scenario. You have only $85 to spend on your gaming monitor and you end up going with the Acer SB240Y. What can you expect when it comes to your gaming experience? So when you first start up your PC and you log in, whether it's with an NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD card, you're going to automatically be set to that 75 Hz refresh rate, which is super nice. Just off the bat, you're already set up and good to go at the max refresh rate. Now, when it comes to the on-screen display, you have some preset modes to choose from. We're going to throw it into the action gaming mode for Valorant, and this will really give us a good test of how good this game is when it comes to both response time and refresh rate, because this is a game where you really need those quick reactions. And as you can tell, it's honestly not bad for a 75 Hz monitor. It looks pretty good, pretty crisp, not too much tearing. There definitely is some, and there's also some overdrive artifacting going on where you can see some shadows moving around on these pieces of paper, some kind of black trails around the edges. Doesn't look the best, but it's also not terrible when it comes to this type of game where you're really looking at a competitive shooter.
And when you look into the details of the refresh rate and response time with the UFO test, you can really see how little the trailing edge is around those UFOs. But let's hop into a game where it really makes sense to use a monitor like this. So a game like F1 2022, where you're probably not going to output a lot of FPS depending on your system, maybe close to like 60 even to 100 FPS depending on what graphics card you're using. This monitor makes a lot of sense, being that it's right in that sweet spot at 75 Hertz. It looks really good. The color accuracy is also pretty good. So overall, I mean, this is a really good experience in a game like this where it's not too demanding. And when it comes to the on-screen display of the Acer monitor, it's very intuitive, easy to navigate, and very easy to make changes to your settings. So you have all kinds of picture settings when it comes to brightness, contrast, blue light, sharpness, things like that. You can also then go into the system settings and change things like overdrive, FreeSync, and VRB. So the VRB is more like variable strobing, which will increase your latency, but it also decrease some stuttering and things like that. And of course, FreeSync, variable refresh rate to take into account whatever output FPS is coming from your PC and making sure the monitor matches it. You can also do color changes and also audio output when it comes to the built-in DAC within the display. So then, of course, we also have the user modes for the different types of user experiences that you might want to get out of a picture setting. Standard, eco, graphics, and then 3 different gaming settings for action, racing, and sports. Very simple to navigate, very easy to use. So overall, a very nice and easy experience with this Acer monitor.
Overall, this monitor doesn't wow or amaze you in any one area. But at under $100, it is a tremendous deal for gamers. You're definitely going to be disappointed in the lack of port selection, the stand, and the lack of VESA compatibility, but at a 24-inch 1080p display with FreeSync compatibility, a 75 Hz refresh rate, and 1 millisecond response time, you can't really ask for a whole lot more at this price point. So if you're in the market for a budget monitor because you just overspent on your PC, this is definitely an option I would consider. So if you're looking for this monitor, definitely check it out in the description below. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, get subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.